Clean. How can I clean this thing?
Yeah, which one?
I'm going I will just show my this thing like this. Or if there's a way I can just cancel this. I can cancel this my this thing. Let me open this tree here. All this it's just for normal lecture. The reason why this is okay is because you can go back and watch the time. So it's not necessary that you have to. I'm not sure if I have to show my camera. Is it okay like this? All right.
You asked me.
No, I'll just share my screen. Windows. Bless you. So I'm sharing my screen now. Uh, I'm sharing my screen now. I don't know if you guys can see. All right, thank you, man. I appreciate. So that means we can see my screen. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're online or not. You all can just join later on, and you can join later on and then watch conversation with someone. And I know it's essential that we we go back to share this tab. Okay. So we have to go back to some few analysis and stuff and learning procedure that I think is essential for us. So I will try to start with the new pair and like gold. Well, that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite assets. So let's see. Let's see how it goes. I think it's overlapping or something. Let me do this one. All right, we don't distress. What we want to do is like the basics. It's like the basics today, and I would like to just give us the full basics that we need to that we need to. For these now, I'm just going to start with the normal thing that we can see here. We can see some of these are tools, and some of these are tools are like we use them. Like this one is like to navigate. Okay, when you see, can you see my cursor? It can allow you to like navigate. And then over here we have a dot. So this dot now is to like let you perform the same thing that arrow is going to let you do, the same thing as this one. And we have eraser. Let's say you use pencil now, you can actually erase. So there's nothing to erase. And what else? Like this to make it a favorite. Once you add it, you can see it's added over here. So sometimes we want to make them favorite because we don't use all the tools. All right, we don't use all the tools, and then we can just choose to like how do I say it? We can choose to have them in my favorite over here. So for easier access, over here we have the trend line. The reason for this trend line is because even in forex trading, most of what we do deals with trends. All right. So here we can have this trend line and we can see how it is going, how it works. Can you see? You can also design it, you can decorate it. I'm trying to make sure that we can get what we have to get. I think it's just gonna be like an hour something. So it's going to help us. You can decorate, we won't rush. So whatever we can do today is what we can do today. We can decorate it. Let's just click on it. We see something pop up, and then you can change the line to normal line. 1px is like how bold you want it to be, and then again you can change the color to like red, to like blue, to like anything you want, yellow, depending on the color that you like. So for me, I just choose black, and then I'll choose one px, and then I'll make a dashed line. You can also make it like a dotted line. Over here we have a setting. There's a way we can do it setting. Like for example, there are some time we might want to write on this thing before I go to the part. When you click at the middle, let's just say resistance. So when we say resistance or something like that, we can still edit to. Can you see? Then come to your setting. You can set the price. That's the first bar, second bar. You can set the price. Feasibility. You can as well, do all this, but then you don't need them to be sincere. And these are the styles. Okay, you don't need all these things then the way they are. So for the text, you can make your text be in the middle, like mine is in the middle, and you can make it be at the top, bottom. I mean, to me, all these are just normal editing. You don't need one of them much. Left, right. And some people love it when their chart is very decorated. Like this decorate their charts to be very, very fine, like fine chart like that. So if your chart is that fine and you are not making money out of it, so what's the point? All right. So that's about trend line, and then I'm going to click it again. Let's say I want to draw another one here. It's unlimited. You can draw as much as you want. Can you see? You can draw as much as you want. And what else? I mean, it's even part of my favorite already. Can you see over here? So let's go to another thing. We can see ray. We can see extended line. We can see, see. There's a way we use them as well. But for me, it's not actually necessary, and I'm not sure most traders use them. I'm only going to give us insight on what most traders use and what you yourself can build on, over time. So for this horizontal line over here, we can see this is going to draw through all your trading view space. And don't forget, this is trading view on your laptop. You can as well use it on your what's it called? All right. So we have this to be your horizontal line. You can as well write. So let's say I want to write now. I can just write something that I want. More bold. So we can make it more bold. You can make it like dashed line as well, depending on what depending on what you like actually feel. And then the color as well, the same thing, just the same thing, the same process. Just like the same process of what you can see here right now. And the setting, I think it's like same thing with the other one. You can as well edit your text. Let's say price. I just want to write price, okay? And you can edit your text to be a different color, more bold. You can change the size of the price. Sorry, the size of the text. You can change it. You can make it italic or not. It's just the normal way of doing it, and then we can have top over here, bottom over here. You can make it to be in the middle. Thing, different styles, the way you want it. So for me, I'll just keep it this way, and then I'll make it very small, and then I'll make it italic, yes, and then I don't like it bold, and back to red. Okay, so the reason why we use some of these stuff is to give us that idea of what we are trying to do in the market, and then like, a list of things that we are doing. So that's that about that. It's nothing really much. But then at first, the first process is like you have to know how to navigate your trading view. You have to know how to navigate things that you're doing here. So that's the first thing that we actually help you, to begin with, no matter how it is. All right, so let's go to another thing. So we have horizontal array. Horizontal array is like, can you say, start from here till whenever, why this is like, starting like it's gonna go across all your charts. And this one is like, this is to just help you to start from a particular point and then go further. All right, so the same process of editing, we can do this, we can do this. I mean, I'm not sure I'm supposed to do anything about this again, because the same process with this trend line, horizontal, what's the name? Horizontal line and horizontal array. So for this one, vertical line, as the name implies, say vertical. Sometimes we use to make a demarcation. We usually use for demarcation. Let's say now I want to demarcate, um, let's say the beginning of today, beginning of yesterday or Thursday. Yeah, that's it. I just want to like demarcate like this. Okay, can we see 0000 because we can see the time over here. So let's say I want to just demarcate and then I want to still do my analysis. I want to know when the day start. Data separators or how we can actually separate the days in the. So another thing that I'm going to let us know, some of these are actually theorems, so I don't use them, and a whole lot of other traders too don't use them. It's only we are trading something related to let's say you are using like too much indicators or something, and then you'll be needing, these kind of things. Since we are doing how do I call it? Since we are doing called price action trader. So we rather focus on the price and we know what the price is saying initially instead of checking what is actually going on with all these indicators that I'm trying to introduce us to. But then no, we don't do that here. All right, so let's get to this third one. We have Fib retracement. The actual name is called Fibonacci retracement. Well, we use this mostly when we have like some kind of calculations to do in the price market. So let's say like from price 1 to price 10, you want to know the middle, and then we call these kind of zones, we call them super zone, or we call them like main zones that can actually help you. So let's say zone 1 for here, and then over here you can have like zone 2, just like a kind of confirmation that we can use in the market. For me personally, I don't use fib retracements. It's only when you are using the what's it called? There's this kind of trading technique that we call it what's it called? We call it let me remember, like SRC or SMC or something like that. That's what we call it. Just 1 minute, guys. I want to like do something. And then again, we shouldn't forget that there's a lot of trading style that we have out there. We have SRC, we have SMC, we have some of these liquidity trading strategies. We have up to like 200. But whatever you're going to trade and however you're going to do it, still you need to understand how to know how to use the proper tools over here that are there for you to use. So I'm trying to fix something on this laptop. That's why it's taking longer. Just 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. So now we have other stuff over here. I don't use them as well. Can you see? I mean, this to me doesn't really make any sense. So let's just leave them behind. Focus on things that are essential for us to use in the market. Okay, I just did something right now. I click on this, remove all drawings. I mean, you can press Ctrl Z to bring back all the drawings, but then for me, I want to like delete everything. And then again, we have long position. Is it long? When I say long and short in forex trading, this is the meaning. Long mean buy in the market. So when we say short, mean sell in the market. So for a situation whereby we have either the long and the short, it's just to tell us that we have like a long position, like a buy position or a short position. And then thanks to technology, we have this tool that we can actually use. So we have this tool that we can actually use over here to make which one did I choose? The long position, okay. That we can actually use. So this like let's say this like a buy position, like I want to go on a buy. Then I have to check how much I want to risk. So that's why we have the risk to reward ratio on this stuff. By the time we actually get there, you are going to learn more about how this thing works. So we have this to be risk RRR, to be risk to reward ratio. We have things we call the risk to reward ratio over here. Let me increase the length, the size of these to help us. And then the second way around, we have what we call the short position as well. Let's say I want to calculate my loss. In forex trading, the initial thing we need to know is that we are coming to the market with our real money, all right? And then the reason why we are here is to make profit. But why being able to calculate our loss? So if you can calculate your loss and then you see, okay, my profit has to be more bigger than my loss. So this is one main thing right now that we have to get the idea of. Because if your loss is bigger than your profit, then that's not even making any sense. And because something break even, say let's say the profit that you are making is the same thing as the loss that you are making. So that means it's not actually working out as well, because it is your profit must be so. And then when it comes to when then it's not also making any form of sense, because the break even is just to tell you that there is a 50-50 of buy, 50-50 of sell. Like, you gain 50%, you lost 50%. So that's no profit at all. Up to the next, we have forecast. This forecast is just working in a way like, let's say you're trying to make a forecast in the market, this kind of meme, all this boring stuff. You can use them as well. Like in the next few days, at this particular point in time, the price is gonna get here. And you can also edit them as well when you double. You can see, you can, so I mean, you can do a lot of which are actually boring, and I've never used them, but that's how they work. So we have another one that works like this forecast, like bar pattern. Is it this one? Let's see. Let's see. This guy is not even useful. So we'll go. All right. So let's see price range. And you can as well see that I've already put them in favorite. So for price range, is for you to calculate the price of a particular commodity, asset, or anything that is in the market. So let's see. I'm trying to calculate this price right now, and then this is 128 pips. So this is like working perfectly with pips. When we want to calculate the pips in the market, we want to calculate pips in the market. Pips on its own is a different topic. I'm just trying to tell us all the tools that we have here and how we can use them. So pips calculation is different in the market that is going to help us, to get an idea of something, and the way they want to work. Okay, over here we have date range. For date range is for me to know when will a particular price get to where it's supposed to be. So let's check here. We have 86 bars, 13, 3 days, 19 hours. And then this is the amount of volume expected, 19,400 volume is expected in the market. And then I didn't mention this thing. Can you see all this thing that we are seeing here? Oh, I've mistakenly switched to Bitcoin. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. All this thing that we are seeing here, all these things are candles, or we call them bars. So we have the buying candle, the selling candle. The ones in blue are the buying candles, and the one in black are the selling candle. I'm still coming back there because it's my own choice to make them this color or the way they look like. So because normally I can double click or you right click depending on your this thing, and then you can come back here and make it green or something, because the initial color is green and red. Green is always like buying, while red is like selling. So this is the wait. This is the initial. This is the initial color that we have forex to be. I mean, but I edited it, and then again I can do. I won't save it because I don't want this thing to be like confusing me. So I can choose the watermark, and you see the GJ watermark behind it. And we have trading, we have events. All these events used to come here. I mean, right now there's no event. We go back there. Another thing that we have is arrow. Okay, so arrow and trend line works like same way, but most of the time arrow is just for you to like point to something. So let's say I want to point to this. It's a different thing for me to just want to point to this. Can you see? So arrow works differently. I mean, sometimes you may make them very short, like you're trying to do for a candle, or you're trying to say like, okay, this like Let me give an example. Let's take this like a form of bullish engulfing candle, a little bit of bullish engulfing candle, looks like. And then you want to like point to it like this. So this is a form of this is a form of like arrow and how we can use it. Don't forget, let's clear all this. Come here and then remove 9 drawings. Okay, so continuation, we have what else do we have here? We have rectangle, very good. So for this rectangle, let's say I want to like identify something in a box or some series of charts or some series of candles, you can simply just use your box over here and then you can like do this sort of thing. Something of this nature. All right, can you see that? So sometimes bugs like help us to like capture a range of a space. And let's say your chart is kind of scattered and you don't even know how to reset it back. Just come here. Can you see reset chart view? And now it's reset. It don't reset. So this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, you can easily reset it and then. So let's do some other example for bugs and how we can use them. Okay, let's say you're trying to capture a ranging market. Can you see? You can capture that one real quick. And then you can use a tool we call part. I think it's here as well. Part. So part is like this is part. It's like an infinite line that you can use in the market. Can you see? And once you are done using it, you can just double click and it just stop. And again, you can edit it as well. You can change the direction by clicking on those knots that you can see there. They call it knots or like those circle thing that could actually help you to like modify it. So now we have parts to be like let's say I want to also draw a line. Let's say I'm having a ranging market. I can do this as well. And then let me predict like a buy. These are form of other ways we use parts. By the time we start analysis, we are going to get most of this thing very well. Circle is just to make a few points. Let's say I want to like pinpoint, let's say two candles together, or like let's say I'm doing like a back testing. Is here. It's already part of my favorite. I can put it there. You can change the color depending on you. You can change the color as a background. You can change it to like red. You can increase the opacity. So as for me, I'm not going to do that. You can just press your Ctrl Z. I think it's saved already. Okay, I'll just wait though. I did shape earlier. I have to reduce the opacity. And then again, I don't want a borderline. It's a borderline. All right, good. Again, what else? Let's come to text. Okay, this text, I've used it several times. Just click on it and then write all you feel like, right? Again, you can just come here to change the color of your text. You can come here to increase the size. You can come here to do some few settings. If you want it to have a background, you want to have a border, we don't need all these looking childish. You can make it italic, you can make it bold, depending on you. Most of the time, it's just to help us like it's just to help us in a situation whereby you want to like list something out or give a guidance to a chart. So let's say a particular chart now, and you want to like put some kind of guidance to that chart or how you want that chart to work. So once you label, you can do this as well. Okay, let's move on. I hope you're understanding anyways. But then if you have any question, just use the chat box over here. I can easily see the chat. This is different from what you used to use before, Google Meet. But this will help you to like watch anytime you want. The next thing, you can use Eclipse. It's not really much of a tool that we need, just all drama or something. I don't know. So text and text call out. So call out now. Let's say I want to just write something that I feel like I want to write. Okay, let's say sell from here. you know, you know, by just like for you to write something you feel like writing and delete your chart. What else? We have some of these signs over here. Some traders use them to identify like a sell. So let's say you want to give this a new color, give it black, setting visibility, okay, and then you're trying to identify like an imbalance over here. Can you see? So that's just to tell you that there's something, there's something to anticipate over here, regarding to a profit. So that's like you're trying to say you are going for a sell position in the market. So this kind of thing, and then you can bring out your trend line, to let you know some kind of liquidity graph or something like that. So this was just what we are trying to do. So bringing together of all of these tools will give you a very perfect balance of what you are expecting to do in the market. Some use the pound sign instead, depending on you, depending on which one. Okay, so what else? Okay, let's delete. I think we're done with this. We are done with this phase of how to use some of these tools. All right, I'm going to continue with these ones, but it's going to be a different video entirely. So that you can have a breakdown of how it's working and how we are doing it. Thank you.